Welcome back, everybody, to the last game of the night, and I'm excited to have Ascension and Bishops here tonight. I'm joined by my friend C Money.
What's up? I've just got to say, speaking of C Money, thank you for the gifted sub out here to Nemesis. Much appreciated, my dude.
Yeah, appreciate it for C Money's gifted sub out here, and excited to get into this game. I guess we can start with predictions. Both teams, I believe, are 5-4. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm gonna have to take Ascension 3-1 in this series for my predictions. What about you?
I think Ascension can pull this one off. They had a rough game on Monday versus them, but I think they're ready to bounce back from that. Had some team chemistry working out there, I hope, anyways, and we'll be ready to come back and take this one from Bishops this time.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm very excited to see how this turns out. But what are your players that you're going to be looking out for in this game? Because I'm not too familiar with the Challenger League. I want to see who you think is going to be the biggest threats.
I think between Parallax and Skies for Ascension, Skies was seemed to have a little bit of a rough series last time, so I'm hoping for him to come out big in this one. I know he's a capable player to do it, but then of course you got King Muff on Bishops. He's always seems to be someone you talk about, and then if I remember correctly, Clamps really popped off for them last time, so we'll see if he still has that same type of momentum going into this series for players to watch for.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, I'm definitely thinking Ascension's got the upper hand here, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and get into the game, starting with the first kickoff of the series. I'm very excited. I'm expecting the first game. I think the momentum might be starting in Bishop's favor, but here we go on the kickoff. It's King Muff and Skies. Skies is going to win that. It's going to go to Spork down in the corner, but it's going to be cleared out by Merely. Skies going to take this one high and put it back down. He's pinching it towards the corner. He's got some space, but Spork's going to try and get an early challenge. Going towards the middle of the field. It's looking good for Bishops here. They can get a good clear. And they've got some space to work with now, but Merely's just going to launch this one back down to the Bishops side, and the Bishops have possession now. If they're going to keep it, they can make something happen. It's going towards the middle. Merely's going to have to get a clear here and get some space for his team. It's going back in the middle to Clamps, though. Clamps wants to get a shot on net, but it's going to get denied by Parallax, and Parallax is there again. An open net to shoot on, but Spork's going to get back in time for the save, and trying to follow this one out to clear it. It's going to get followed up by Merely once again, putting it into the middle to King Muff. King Muff gets the save. It's going out to Clamps, but King Muff gets the clear. Bishop's just trying to get this one out of their half and get some possession for themselves. All on low boost. Clamps trying to take this one past Skies, but he's not going to be able to win the 50. A lot of misses coming out from Ascension, though. This isn't looking good for him. Parallax is going to have to get a big clear for the team. King Muff's able to put it towards the corner, but it's still relentless pressure from Ascension. And now this Sky's up for the goal, and he just puts it straight in, top right corner.
Beautiful play there coming out from Ascension. We got a demo on the backside to free up the net, one person by Merely, and Spork just wasn't ready for it there on that one. Nice play there by Skies. Beautiful shot for that upper nine.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Ascension's just outpacing the Bishops right now, purely off of just purely speed. And now we have another attacking threat coming out from Ascension. They have clear for Bishops, though. They're going to make themselves some time to recover, get some boost. But Merely's going to take it past one, trying to put it into the corner, center it for his team. It's going to be cleared out quickly, though, from the Bishops. Skies has got some time to turn on this, make something happen, but he's actually just going to miss the ball. King Muff's going to put it in the middle. It's looking dangerous, but he's going to be able to get a clear. Parallax trying to take this one out of the corner, but he's not going to be able to do so. Skies is going to have to take it for him, and now we have Parallax going back up. Trying to get it clear. It's just relentless pressure from Bishops. Now Bishops with the shot on net, but they're not able to get it. We have Clamps getting beat to the ball. It's getting launched down to the Bishops side of the field, and Merely's there for the center. Putting it high on the backboard. Skies has got a whiff. There's only one back now for Ascension, but Parallax is able to keep the pressure up. And now you have Merely up for the shot early, and Merely puts that one in. A great shot from Merely there.
Yeah, just incredible offensive pressure coming out from Ascension right now. And at the challenger level and even sometimes at the rival level, with that kind of pressure, you're going to crack eventually. And, they got to him and was able to get a nice shot on net for Ascension.
Yeah, and it seemed like Merely was just already up before the ball was even in the air. Merely's speed there was absolutely nuts. And now we have More pressure coming out instantly from Ascension. They're just putting it right back onto the Bishop's half. 2 people in the corner, though, for Ascension. It's looking dangerous. Now Bishops are going to be able to counterattack. Only 1 in goal for Ascension. It's going to be a center from Spork going into King Muff. King Muff's not going to be able to get it, and Skies clears it past Clamps. Spork's going to be there to intercept it, though, trying to get it back on Ascension's half. Not going to be able to do so, as his teammate's going to have to come in and do it for him. King Muff trying to put it in the middle and get an opportunity for the Bishops. The Bishops are going to have to make something happen soon if they want to get a goal. Skies putting it back off the backboard, but King Muff's going to launch it down the field, giving Bishops the possession here. They've got all the pressure, and it's looking like Skies is going to have to get a clear, and he's going to do so. He's going to put it in the middle now for Merely. Merely trying to take the shot, but it's going to be a pinch with King Muff, putting no one back. It's an open net for Clamps, and Clamps is going to take the easy goal, putting them only down by 1 with 1:40 left.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Ascension. You know, when you're playing a high-octane offense like that, you know, double commits are really going to kill you on the backside. So just unfortunate. Easy play there for Bishops on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on the double commits. There's just if you're going to play a high caliber offense, you're going to have really good and strong rotation. That's what Ascension just struggled with right there, but they're just going to go right back at it, trying to put some more pressure on within the last minute and a half. Sky's going to try and center it, but there's no one there. He's just giving away possession to the Bishops. Now King Muff is trying to get a good dunk on Merely. It's going to be pretty decent, but Merely's going to be able to turn on that and get a clear. Not a very organized defense here from Bishops. They're going to have a chance to clear this one out, though. These guys waiting for Spork's touch. Spork's going to put it over 1, but Merely's going to be able to put this one up. And Merely's just going to try and take this one over. It's going into the middle for the Bishops. A double commit there from Ascension, but a shot from Merely all the way down the field from the corner. And Merely just puts this one in, an absolute banger.
Yeah, great read from Parallax there too. You know, he sees Merely is kind of stuck there in middle no man's land, and he puts it right on his face, able to make a nice play, and Merely able to connect the shot. Great play.
Yeah, the chemistry from Parallax and Merely is really what's putting the pressure on against Bishops, and it's just looking like Bishops aren't able to handle that chemistry between those two. The passing plays are absolutely nuts, but as I say that, Clamps is able to put one straight in the back of the net. A defensive mistake from Ascension. Spork being able to beat him to the ball, and that's going to be it.
Unfortunate, you know, a double commit in the corner, which is what cost the goal last game, and then merely stuck on the goalpost, you know. Always hate to see the black hole of the goalpost.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Ascension just trying to get more pressure right off the kickoff. It's just Ascension, all they want to do is pressure the absolute crap out of Bishops. Bishops don't want to let it happen, though. Trying to get some pressure of their own. They're going to have to make something happen with only 30 seconds left on the clock. But it's going to be a miss on the backboard, and Scott is an open net, and he misses. And it's going back into the middle. This is going to be a capitalizing chance for Bishops. They're going to have to capitalize here if they want to score and tie this game up. It's another miss from Ascension. The whiffs are coming out strong. The boost is being wasted, and it's looking like Bishops are going to have a chance in this game. It's going up high for the Bishops. King Muff's going to put it down the field. Skies is waiting, though. Puts it up high. Spork not going to challenge. King Muff's going to get beat. Not much time for the Bishops. They're going to have to turn this around quickly, but Merely's there to put it in the center. Spork's putting it out to the side. It's going to go up the wall. It's a last-second chance for the Bishops, but it's a miss from Clamps, and that's going to go straight down for game one.
Yeah, just unfortunate there for Ascension there, not able to put the nail in the coffin, but they still pulled out that W, able to keep the big clears on them. And, you know, honestly, it was just a good showing from both teams for the most part. You know, Bishops could have had some better clears, and that'll turn things around for them going into this next game for sure if they get some better clears out of it. But Ascension all around looking really good. Some minor double commits, which did lead to the 2 goals of Bishops, but if they clean that up, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with going forward in the season as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was an unexpected start, not just the result, but the play style from Ascension there. It's just so much pressure. You hadn't seen it from them before, really, as much pressure as they put on. It was a very exciting game, just action the whole time. You know, a lot of shots, a lot of centers, a lot of clears, a lot of saves. I think that's what we like to see in the Challenger League. Things you'd expect to see in the upper leagues as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into game 2 here. Ascension up 1-0 in the series, and seeing if they can carry it on into game 2. Off the kickoff, we have a Bishops win, but it's going to go right to Parallax, and Parallax launching this one down the field. It's going to go straight in off the kickoff, 5 seconds in. and Parallax is able to put it over the whole defense, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead.
If there's a time to catch the defense out of position, it's definitely right out of kickoff, and Parallax is able to capitalize on that one from the other end of the court.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something that no one expected from Bishops there. They were all just like, it's a kickoff. We won the kickoff. We can get boosts, and then Parallax wasn't going to have it. He just wanted to put a shot on net, and Skies is going to do the same thing and puts it over the whole defense, and that's 2 goals for Ascension within the first 15 seconds of the game.
Yeah, both times coming from, their own half and able to send it over the defense who's rotating up for some offensive pressure, but big clears right on net too, and caught the Bishops off guard back-to-back times now.
Yeah, and again, another unexpected shot. We're going to hope that Bishops don't let that happen again. They don't want it to happen again. Right as we start talking, it just seems like a goal happens every time. It's a center from Spork there, right into Clamps, and Clamps puts it right in the back of the net. Skies gets beat very subtly, or very unexpectedly, and it's a good goal from the Bishops there.
It was a nice read from Clamps too. Those wall touches, he got half a second to hit those, and he was able to make that touch. Very important there on that play.
Yeah, and I think we're going to need some more organized kickoffs coming off, because here we go again with another goal. I might as well not talk if we want this game to go a little bit quicker, because it's just goal after goal. Merely's able to put a free one in. The demos are just going on everywhere. It's hard to keep up with, but 30 seconds into the game, there's 4 goals.
Yeah, it's one of the more high-scoring nuts games I've ever seen for sure, and we'll just see if Bishops can, turn this around a little bit. And it seems like coming off like the first 3 or 4 seconds after kickoff is their time to shine, but this time it looks like it might get a little back and forth. Let's see what happens with this one.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the kickoffs are going to need to be changed up a little bit for the Bishops, possibly just putting someone in net off kickoff, because after what's happened in the last few, they definitely can't let another kickoff goal happen again this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, still we got 4 minutes left, anyone's game, but as we see an unfortunate touch come out, a nice read by Merely, able to get this one in.
Yeah, absolutely, and no one really expected that at all. Spork, I mean, Merely's just sitting there in the middle, waiting for Spork's touch, but I don't think he expected Spork to just hit it right to him, and Merely had a free shot on the net. Now going into the next kickoff, let's see if it's going to be another kickoff goal. I don't think so. It's going right to King Muff, but he's going to put it up. Going down into the center, there's a chance, but Clamps is going to get the ball. Bishops with possession, having a chance to counterattack here from the kickoff. King Muff putting it right down. Merely's going to be there in a launch down the field. A chance to get a shot off for Skies. Skies is going to put it bottom right, or bottom.
Oh my
bottom right, it's going to go in. I don't even know what happened. I saw it going towards the post, and it just snuck its way in.
Yeah,
Skies was able to capitalize.
I was a nice bump, and it looks like Merely got bumped into the double tap for Skies. So, just incredible on that one. Did not expect that.
And this is just so many goals. I haven't seen this many goals in a game in a long time. A minute 30 in now, finally. 6 goals. And going into the next kickoff, we have a launch down the field and a possible opportunity for the Bishops, and it's another goal right after a kickoff. Spork's able to put this one home, putting it on the backboard. Both players, or one of the players committing, actually. Merely's just in a bad position to save it.
Yeah, just unfortunate there for Ascension, just like the Bishops have been most this time. It's just catching the defense out of rotation early on and able to convert on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And another chance for a kickoff goal to the goal. I don't know what to say.
That one was the most legitimate kickoff goal we've had, straight up into net off kickoff. And
I don't know how to commentate a game when all it is goals. I mean, it's supposed to be exciting when they score, but at this point, I'm just expecting it every single kickoff. And we have another kickoff. Let's see if there's a goal. There's a chance for a goal for Ascension, but it's gonna be cleared by King Muff. Hopefully, they can get some real possession and some good rocket again these next 3 minutes of the game. Clamps is gonna launch this one down the field, merely getting ready for the save, but he's not able to get it. It's another goal.
Merely, unfortunate for Merely, cheated up a little bit and just wasn't able to cut back in time.
Yeah, clearly Rockerman's done something with the script, because this is not what I was expecting coming into this series. I was not expecting 9 goals, not even halfway into the game.
Yeah, I don't think he emailed us the right script for this one.
Absolutely, and now we have more possession from Ascension. As long as they can keep possession, they can they can definitely just keep this lead. They're up by 3 with plenty of time left. As long as they just play passive, they've definitely got this win in the bag. And now we have a clear coming out from King Muff onto the backboard, but Parallax is there. Parallax's defense has been very superb this game. Spork's able to get a flick over one, though, but Merely's there, and Merely puts another one on net, and that's going to be a free goal for Merely. No one back for Bishops.
I'm honestly just kind of confused on what Bishops did here. You see Clamps right there, and he, some reason, turned the other way. I don't know if he thought merely lost it or something, but you know, Bishop's just way out of position on that one.
I mean, yeah, you see King Muff going for the back corner boost, and then Clamps decides to go for the same boost, and that leaves no one in the net, and a free goal for Ascension. They're going to take that 10 times out of 10. And now we have Bishops getting some pressure of their own, giving themselves an opportunity, but it's just going to be denied right away from Merely. The speed from Merely is just too much for the Bishops. But King Muff's going to be able to get it clear down to Clamps. Clamps is going to have to make something happen if he wants to bring this game back into the Bishop's hands. But Clamps is going to get a miss, actually. Spork putting it into the middle, though, with a shot opportunity for King Muff, and it's going to be an absolute banger. A great pass from Spork, and Spork has just been a playmaker this series.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, just unfortunate for Merely there. I noticed Merely had no boost when he got bumped off wall, so Skies had to try to make the touch, taking him out of the play and leaving Parallax to try to make a read that he unfortunately didn't make.
Yeah, and I think at this point we're questioning if this is going to be a game with the most goals in Nemesis history. I don't know what the most goals in a game is for Nemesis, but this is definitely up there, and there's still plenty of time left. And we're going to see some more pressure coming out from Ascension, but it's going to be denied right away from King Muff, not letting anything happen. Spork's going to try and turn this one around, but he ends up bumping his teammate, giving Sky some time to get a shot on net, and he's going to put it high, but he's going to get denied. Parallax is trying to go up, gets a good touch into Sky. Sky's is just going to try and bump him, and merely not really with a good opportunity to take a shot. Getting demoed by Clamps as well, leaving up some space for the Bishops. A chance for a shot here. King Muff's just going to put it back in the middle, though. No one there for Bishops, and Clamps going to put this one off the wall. Going for a shot himself. He's going to hit the backboard. A free net for Spork, but he's going to miss. It's going up to King Muff, and King Muff with the hitting the backboard as well. Clamps with the final chance off the backboard. King Muff over to Spork, and it's not going to be put away. Bishops needing to score on that opportunity, and they weren't able to. Probably about 6 shots hitting the backboard there.
Yeah, there was a ton of shots on backboard there. Just unfortunate they couldn't find it, but they're still continuing this pressure for the most part is what it looks like right now, but we'll continue to see if they can, make up 3 goals here. We got a goal per second or per 10 seconds almost coming out from them, and just finds another crossbar on that one, and it looks like that might be a wrap, being down 3 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking like there's nothing that Bishops can do. The defense for Ascension has been strong, but even when it's been weak, Bishops have not been able to capitalize, and that's just going to be all they really need here. It's not looking like there's much that they can do. There's about no time left, and that's going to be game 2. Ascension taking this series so far in dominant fashion. The pressure has been in their hands, and as you can see, it's another win, 2-0 for Ascension in the series.
Yeah, I mean, Ascension's pressure has been off the charts. The only other team I've ever seen really play like this, especially in the Challenger League, is the Drakes. It almost seems like they're taking this straight out the Drakes playbook, and it's really working for them right now. So excited to see what happens going into game 3, and it might actually just end up being an Ascension sweep with this commanding offense they have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised for a sweep. I originally predicted 3-1 Ascension, but with the Bishops offense here and the amount of missed shots, it's just looking like Ascension doesn't even need to do much on defense to keep themselves with a low scoring game for the Bishops. But I think Ascension's just gonna be able to take this one in 3 at this point, 3-0.
Yeah, and looking at the scores right now, this shooting percentage is just crazy out of Ascension. I mean, merely 3 for 3, Skies 2 for 2, and Parallax scored twice but only shot once. Like, that's way more than 100% shooting on their team right now. So if they keep that kind of shot percentage up, they only need to shoot a couple times to really win this next one, especially with the momentum they're going to have with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, Ascension. I don't even know how you can shoot 6 times. You get 7 goals, but I don't even remember an own goal. But Ascension's been able to do it, and that just shows how amazing their pressure's been within the last 2 games. And I think we're going to see similar in Game 3, but Bishop's going to have to do something different to turn it around, and we're going to see what they change up in Game 3 right here.
I mean, already looking cleaner on the kickoff, wasn't instantaneous scoring and instantaneous pressure coming out of Ascension.
Yeah, absolutely. But now Skies has a chance to shoot. There was a bump in the back from the Bishops, but Clamps is going to try and get it clear. Not going to be able to do so. Getting denied by Parallax. A double commit on the defense for Bishops. And it looks like it's going to be an own goal. Merely trying to put it in. It's going to be deflected off of Clamps, it looks like. And that's
yeah. Just unfortunate. Well, it looked like it came off Spork, and an unfortunate touch for him, merely putting it right on his head, and there's nothing he can really do about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I did mistake. It was Sport getting the own goal there. Very unfortunate, but now Bishops are going to try and turn this one around. Right off the kickoff, Sport taking a shot. It's going to be weak. Merely's going to follow this one up, though, trying to get it clear. King Muff in a perfect position to keep their pressure up, and we're going to wonder here if Bishops are going to just try and keep up their own kept pressure, just trying to play a really aggressive style themselves. But I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off like Ascension has. They're doing it pretty well right now, though, keeping the pressure on. Clamps putting it back into the middle for Spork. Back into Clamps. Clamps just going to jump over this one and let it go to the backboard. This guy's trying to get it clear. There's 2 people there for Bishops, just trying to keep it on the side of Ascension, but Ascension's going to get the clear out. Spork's there, trying to get a follow-up. Gets beat by Parallax. Clamps putting this one into the middle. No one there for Bishops, guys. It's a free shot on net. It's going to be saved by Spork, though. Merely trying to follow this one up. Past King Muff. Only 2 back for the Bishops. Merely putting it off the backboard. Clamps going to get the clear. Going into King Muff, and King Muff's going to try and put this one in the middle. Not able to do so as Parallax intercepts it as soon as he can. Merely gets a miss on the backboard, though. Could be good news for Bishops, but they're not quick enough to beat Skies to the ball. Skies is going to have a fake here, letting Clamps take this one for himself. It looks like Clamps has an open net. Clamps is going to take it. King Muff tries to steal it, but it's going to be Clamps' goal. It's 1-1. A good game from Bishops so far.
Yeah, I mean, this game's a lot better looking for Bishops for sure. They're really holding strong on that defense, and like I said, with that high-octane offense, it's going to be all or nothing for them. If they leave it open for too long, then Bishops are going to be able to capitalize.
Yeah, and I think Bishop's strategy here is just to kind of sit back on defense. Their rotations have been really good, and then you just have to wait for an offensive mistake or an overcommit from Ascension to get a counterattack, and that's exactly what they've just done. And but obviously on their defensive side, they've got to keep themselves organized, no double commits. And now they have their own chance, though. Clamps is going to put this one in once again, and Clamps has just been a goal-scoring machine this game. Within about 20 seconds, Clamps has put in 2. Bottom right corner, Parallax not able to reach for it. And that's going to be another goal for the Bishops.
Yeah, I mean, yet again, another nice play from the Bishops coming out, able to push back on offense as fast as possible, and that's really going to be their key to pushing this to Game 4 or maybe even Game 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Ascension just trying to put their own pressure back on. They're not very happy about how Bishops have been putting them back on their own heels. So Ascension's going to try to do something themselves, but it's going to be more pressure from the Bishops. A great clear, and now a chance to score. It's an open net, but Guys is going to get there just in time. King Muff's keeping it on their side, though, but Sky's definitely going to clear this one out as quick as he can. Spork is just putting it back again to the Ascension's half. It's looking like ping pong right now. It's just going back and forth across the field. Skies puts it in the middle, though, for his teammate, and he's not going to be able to get it. Clamps puts it down, and Spork is going to be able to finish this one.
Yeah, great patience by Spork. We kind of had a view coming from him on that spectators, and he was just waiting for something to open up, and he was able to take advantage of that one right there.
Yeah, this is absolutely nuts. As you see Bishops finally putting on their pressure, and once Bishops got more organized on defense and they started getting better clears, it's been an absolutely completely different game. Ascension hasn't looked dominant whatsoever. It's actually looked Bishops more so dominating Ascension. And
yeah, for sure. Even though, it seems like Ascension still has majority of the ball possession, it's Bishops are the ones making the plays right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like controversial to game 1 and 2. Every time Ascension has possession, they just haven't got any chances on net, where in game 1 and 2, they've just gotten shot after shot off. And that's definitely what they're going to have to change in order to take the sweep. over Bishops here, and Bishops just don't want to let it happen. Great stuff from Bishops, but it's a demo coming out in the net and a miss from Skies. Absolutely heartbreaking for Ascension. That was definitely a needed goal for this game, and now Clamps is going to counter. It's looking like a possible goal scoring opportunity for the Bishops, but it's going to be denied by Skies, putting it into Merely. Merely getting bumped. Parallax is there, though, with another open net miss. Parallax able to follow that one up, and another miss. It's looking like it's just absolutely heartbreaking for Ascension. No shot is seeming to be on target for them, and
Yeah, it's just
Bishops have got to be
unfortunate.
happy.
It's really unfortunate that that's how it's going right now. I mean, it's been a lot of crossbar, which is either your best friend or your worst enemy in this game. So
Yeah, absolutely. And for Bishops, it's the crossbar is their best friend right now. I mean, it's saving their butts over and over again, and it's looking like a definite Game 3 win for them unless Ascension's able to put something in right here, but they're not going to be able to. It's just going to be another denied mid 50-50 from the Bishops, and merely just going to put this one down, trying to do something with it. Just a chance for them to score here, but a great block from Spork there.
yeah, Spork really needed to make that touch, and he was able to. And if Ascension doesn't get one here soon, then it's going to be all but over. Especially with them able to get so many kickoff goals, they have a chance. But I don't know if this will be enough time. Oh, but Clamps with a nice touch. That's going to wrap it up.
Yep, and that's going to be Game 3. It's looking like the 3-1 is actually going to come out. The script is actually being used correctly for a second. I thought Ascension was going to go against the script, but even still within this game, Ascension did have the shooting advantage. So we'll have to see how this plays out in Game 4.
Yeah, for sure. Ascension just really needed to dial some of those shots in, and unfortunate, they were right there and they crossbarred out. But you know, um, if they can continue the pressure, I think they'll be just fine going into Game 4. And worst case scenario for them is Game 5 if Bishops are able to keep up the tremendous defense. I mean, their save count was 7 to 8 shots, so it really shows there that their saves were on par this last game.
Yeah, absolutely. And what that means for Ascension is definitely that they're going to need to get more aggressive on the back line. They're going to need to get some demos, some bumps, anything to throw off the rotation of the Bishops, which has been absolutely superb in Game 3. No mistakes on the rotation, it seemed, on defense. And even when there was a mistake, there was still another player able to help them out there. So I think that's going to be what Ascension's going to have to do to take Game 4 and stop the reverse sweep. And for Bishops, it's just going to keep doing what they're doing. And it's looking like we're going to have to get into another lobby, but it's going to be okay. We're just going to talk about the match so far. And what do you think Bishops are going to have to do to just keep their momentum going?
After coming after that last game, the amount of saves they have were just tremendous, and they're going to have to keep that same nearly flawless rotation in order to really pull out this Game 4, especially if they decide to play, like back burner offense, in my opinion, where they go for the big clear and the 2 taps to try to get it in net before they retreat back on defense. Because they really didn't have much offensive pressure that I can remember in that last game. It was just quick clears and quick goals when they were scoring. So
Yep, absolutely. And that kind of reminds me, if you're an RLCS fan, kind of reminds me of the Sonics play style. Just they sit back, they play safe, they get saves, and then they find a mistake in the offense, they capitalize on it, and then they counter and they score. It happens so much, and it works so well. And the Bishops are kind of enhancing that strategy right here, and it's just working like a charm in Game 3. And let's see if they can pull it off in Game 4 as well. But the teams that Sonic struggled against were the aggressive demo-y teams, and if Ascension can become one of those teams, then we definitely could have an interesting Game 4 here.
yeah, Game 4 is definitely going to be the game to make or break either team right here. I mean, obviously, if Bishops lose on this one, it's over for them. But if Ascension lose, that's just going to be huge momentum loss. And as I say that, Spork with an opening 6-second goal coming right off the wall, or decided not to come off the wall there.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just a kickoff goal for Bishops, which is exactly what Ascension was doing in Game 2, and now Bishops are going to turn that around for themselves, going into the second kickoff of the game. It's going to be a kickoff win for Ascension, but they're going to not have too much to do with this unless Parallax is able to put it bottom corner, but an absolutely great save from Clamps is not going to be enough. Skies is there. No one else on the defense able to clear that one out.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Bishops on that one, and making a last-second save like that, you don't always get to pick where you want the touch to go, and that one just rolled right out in front of net again for Skies to clean up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the save was absolutely nuts from Clamps, but it just wasn't enough to keep Bishops there, obviously. And now it's just back to basically a 0-0 game in Game 4. Still plenty of time left for both teams to make something happen, but it's going to be a 3v2 on the offensive hand for Ascension. There's going to be almost a bump coming out, but not quite. Skies is going to be there with a chance to get a center in. Not going to be able to get it, though. Sport getting the interception, merely putting it high. 2 people in net for Bishops. They're going to have to make something happen to get some of their own pressure. Ascension getting their pressure on, and it's just very brutal from Ascension, just keeping Bishops stuck in their backside. King Muff, though, trying to get a clear out. Spork's there. Spork's going to get a flick, and Spork putting this one towards the middle. He's flicking it high over Parallax. It's going to go straight in. Spork's with another goal, and Spork's definitely... I mean, all 3 players on Bishop's been doing great, but Spork's been standing out to me in these past couple games.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Spork, like I said, I'm pretty sure, a big factor in their win on Monday, and he's becoming a big factor in this comeback right now. So continue to see some good gameplay out of him, and they might just have a chance coming into Game 5 here, if it goes to Game 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Bishops, as long as they just keep doing what they're doing, Sport keeps performing how he's performing, Clamps is performing how he's performing, and King Muff just stays solid. They definitely have a Game 5 coming towards them. And as I say that, Spork puts another one in. It's a Hattie for the man Spork in game number 4. It's not even a minute 30 in, and Spork's putting in a hat trick for himself, making himself known. Definitely wanted to take a high title this week.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely some really good play on that one. All 3 players getting involved, able to get the defense out of position, and Spork with the easy cleanup in the upper 9.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just expecting more and more from Spork as he puts another shot on, but it's going to be deflected and saved from Merely. They're going to have to make something happen on Ascension's side. Ascension's just going to have to get some better chances on net and some more organized defense. They've got to learn from the Bishops at this point. Bishops just controlling this game so far. Spork with great speed, beating Skies to the ball, getting a flick over him as well, but Parallax there for the save. And now we have Clamps putting it back in the middle. Still denied again from Skies. Ascension getting some good defense here, just blocking everything that comes towards them, and then a good shot from Merely, but it's going to be denied. And that's going to be another save from Ascension, or Bishops, my fault. And Ascension is going to have to do something else to score.
Yeah, their high-octane offense is almost being used against them. This has been a dominating performance as Spork puts in his 4th one, as I go to say that. And Bishops are now using the offensive play style that Ascension started with to really turn this series around for them.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say for Ascension at this point. Everything's falling apart, and for Spork, everything's just being pieced together, one goal at a time. He's gonna have a Mona Lisa within the end of the series because of how much he's just. I don't know. It's just good. That's all I can say. It's just good from Spork.
Yeah, Spork's playing some really solid Rocket League right now, and he's gonna continue to pop off if people continue to let him. His team really feeding him well too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Spork, he's just putting on pressure constantly. Now Ascension's got to learn from him. They're trying to put their own pressure on, but they're not gonna be having too much luck so far. A chance for them there from Merely, and there's gonna be a follow-up from Parallax, but Spork with another save, and Spork's just been all over Ascension in Game 4, not letting anything be let into his own net. And we have Clamps here, just waiting for Spork's clear. Spork's just right on the ball once again. It seems like Spork's everywhere the ball is. It's going to go in the center for the Bishops, but they don't have a chance to shoot it. Parallax putting this one back to the Clamps. Clamps is taking this one high. Puts it over Spork, though. Spork and Clamps do double commit, giving an opportunity for Ascension. Ascension is going to have to capitalize here, but Spork's going to beat Ascension to the ball. Parallax is there, putting it high, right to Merely. Merely's going to tap this one towards the middle. A chance for Ascension again, but there's no one there. They're going to have to play a lot more aggressive if they want to get this comeback in game number 4.
Yeah,
But
for sure. Aggression's got to be their strong suit right now, especially being down 3 goals with just a minute left.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm thinking that that Ascension, like, they haven't been getting aggressive whatsoever on the back line, and now's their chance to try it out. Get some demos in, get some bumps, throw off the rotation, and they've got something to then Bishops have something to worry about, and that's what I want to see come out from Ascension within the end of Game 4, and at this point, Game 5, because it's not looking like a comeback's going to be plausible. And we have more pressure coming out from Ascension, but is it going to be anything useful to them? It doesn't look like it is. Clamps are just going to clear this one out.
Yeah, just unfortunate showing from Ascension on this game. More than any other stands out to me. They got pounded on offense this game so far, and their defense from the Bishops is just superb as well, causing them to really only allow 1 goal. So they're going to have to really show up in this next game if they want to take this series.
Yeah, I agree. And this is actually turning out to be a really good series. The script was broken from Bishops, which can only mean one thing, and that means that they're absolutely on fire right now. Spork leading the team, 7 shots, 4 goals, 700 score. And if I were Ascension, I would be extremely scared right now going into Game 5.
Yeah, the momentum is all on Bishops right now, especially being that they've gone back to back. But we just all saw Ascension go back to back to start, and now Bishops gone back to back. So I think anybody's game really. Ascension could turn it around just like Bishops were able to, or Bishops could ride the wave better than Ascension was going up 2-0.
Yeah, and I think the deciding factor for this final game is definitely going to be the first kickoff. I mean, literally just from the kickoff, whoever has the first shot, the first clear, the first whatever, that's going to be what's most important in this game. Getting the momentum, rocking in their hands. They're going to want the first goal. They're going to just get the first everything. If you're in first for all of those things, you'll be in first for the lead. That's how I see it, and I think that's what both teams are trying to do here. Is Parallax and Clamps going for an early shot, both denying themselves. There's a bump coming out from Bishop. They're getting aggressive already in game number 5, and Spork's there ready to put this one into the middle, but King Muff intercepts him there, putting it into the middle himself. A chance for Bishops here to get a good opportunity, but it's going to be cleared from Merely. King Muff beats him to the ball. It's going off the backboard. A chance for Bishops. There's no one there for Ascension. Spork's going to put this one high, though. Not able to put that one on target with very low boost. Parallax puts this one out. Spork there already. Just keeping it on Ascension's side, but Sky's going to put this one back. And then once again, Ascension just getting absolutely destroyed right now. There's nothing they can do to seem to get pressure. And here they go again trying to do so. Merely trying to put it up the wall. Gets his boost stolen, and Spork just turns it right back around over Parallax. Only 1 in net now. But that's going to be another clear from Ascension.
Yeah, right now it's a lot of back and forth, some really good gameplay, and it seems like neither team has the momentum, even with Bishops coming off 2 commanding games back to back, and Ascension really wanting to win this one. It just seems both teams are able to continue to be at each other's throats in this one with 1:30 already gone by.
Yeah, absolutely. And within the series, there's been a lot of goals happening, but this game's been a lot more scoreless. And so, as I say that, Spork puts one in the back of the net with 1:30 gone. Spork says he's had enough. King Muff with a bump of his own, and Spork puts it top left. Nothing that Ascension can do there. He's just outpaced him, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead, kind of early in game number 5.
Yeah, I mean, big bump coming out from the Bishops there. And, it put both the other people on defense there in an awkward position, and they weren't able to make a play on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Ascension trying to get some pressure. This is Ascension's chance to counter and get their own momentum. But as I said from the start of this game, it was whoever was going to get the first possession and the first shot on net to have this game, in my opinion. It's looking like that's what's going to happen, as Bishops have just been putting it on Ascension from the very start of the game. But Ascension trying to make something happen for themselves. They're not done with this game just yet. only down by 1 with plenty of time left, just now approaching halftime in game number 5. And this is a very important game for both teams, obviously, both being the same record. They both have the same amount on the line. But merely getting beat there. It's Clamps on the offense, putting it right into Spork, and Spork trying to center this one for King Muff. Not going to be able to do too much as it just goes right back to the corner and merely clearing this one out. Again, it's more pressure from the Bishops, though. Spork's there for the shot. It's going to go bottom left corner, but it's going to be denied by Parallax. And Clamps just keeping the pressure up, clamping down on Ascension.
Nice play on words there, but yeah, Bishops seem to have the more pressure here, but it's still a pretty back and forth game, and to only be down 1 with 2 minutes, it's not the end of the world as long as Ascension can keep that out of their heads. So still anyone's game. Excited to see what ends up happening with this one.
Yeah, and with how Bishops have been playing, it's been really similar to early Ascension in this series, and it's just for Ascension now, it's if they can pull out a counterattack like the Bishops had done in sometimes in game 1, 2, and 3, when there was an overcommit on the offense, they're going to have to find something like that too. But merely going up for a double tap, not going to be able to get a double commit on the backboard though from the Bishops. Parallax trying to put this one back in the middle for his teammate. It's going to go right back down. Skies is there waiting. Spork has a chance to take this one up high. And Spork's going to put this one to the side. It's going back towards the middle, but it's going to be denied. Parallax is there, putting it back into Merely, and Merely's got a chance, putting it off the backboard. Spork's there. Still a chance for Ascension. Parallax trying to put this one back in the middle. It's getting really intense now. As Skies takes a shot, it's going right back into Ascension, but it's going to be a counter attack from Bishops, and that's got to be the most heartbreaking goal of Ascension's season. They went up 2-0 in the series, and now they're losing 2-0 in Game 5. The reverse sweep is just about inevitable, and it's looking like Bishops are going to be able to take this one.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Ascension. They were really starting to get that pressure they needed in order to turn this game around, and they slipped up somewhere. I'm not even sure where. In my opinion, it didn't look like they did, but able to capitalize for Bishops to put the 2-0 and probably the nail in the coffin at that.
Yeah, absolutely. With only 30 seconds left, there's not much that can be done from Ascension, especially when Bishops have possession and they have it in Ascension's half. But Ascension's going to have to pull off a miraculous goal with enough time left to score another. And they're trying to do it right now. Skies is going up early, gets beat by King Muff, though the speed from Bishops has been absolutely amazing in the last 3 games. And now we have a big clear going right to Spork, and Spork's going to get a save, and that's going to be game. The series is going to go to the Bishops. A reverse sweep, absolutely amazing series. Haven't seen one this good in a very long time. And Bishops taking this one just like they took the game on Monday. It's all Bishops. It's all Bishops today.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for Ascension in all reality of it, They came out really strong, really powerful, well in position to take the sweep, and out of nowhere, Bishops just turned it around on them, and you almost wonder if they just didn't show up the first 2 games after that, and it kind of feel bad for Ascension.
Yeah, and if there's anyone that I would be kind of biased towards for the player of the week for a challenger, I think you could guess who it is. It definitely would be Spork. As you can see, MVP of not just the last match, the match before that, and I haven't even been paying attention the whole series to how good he's been doing with score-wise, but he's definitely up there. And I think Spork was the game changer for the Bishops. Once he started clicking, the whole team started clicking, and they started winning.
Yeah, Spork was definitely a big contender for him. He had some excellent saves from time to time, and a lot of goals coming into game 3 and 4. Not as many goals coming into this one, but both teams were pretty even on this final matchup, which is what we like to really see coming out of the games. And, just excited to see what happens moving forward. Ascension really cleaned it up after Monday. Just unfortunate they couldn't get a win in the final 3 matches.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's just about going to do it tonight for Nemesis Gaming League. And make sure to stay tuned. I mean, it's been an absolutely amazing night. Make sure to check out the social medias, join the Discord, get involved, and get some action on the playing field. And this has been Eminem, joined by C Money, and I guess we will see you guys on Saturday for some Saturday Night Rocket League. Thank you guys for joining the stream, and peace out, guys.